All right, so you're getting ready for an animal behaviorist interview, huh?
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, super exciting. We're diving deep today into some resources from RoleCatcher.
Yeah.
We've got their career guide and their interview guide, and even some stuff about their AI platform.
hmm
Our mission today is to give you the knowledge you need to absolutely crush that interview.
Yeah. Think of us as your interview prep team.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So first up, the RoleCatcher interview guide actually highlights 10 common questions.
Okay.
We're going to tackle those today, sprinkle in some career insights,
Yeah.
and even see how RoleCatcher's AI can help give you an edge.
Yeah, I like it.
Sound good?
Sound like a plan.
Okay, so let's jump right in. Question number 1. Can you discuss your educational background and any relevant certifications or licenses you hold?
Okay.
So this one seems pretty straightforward,
Yeah.
but I bet there's more to it than just like, listing off the degrees you have.
Yeah, definitely. You're right. It's about connecting the dots for them. So instead of just saying, I have a degree in biology, highlight the specific coursework or projects that really scream animal behavior.
Right.
Did you study ethology, the science of animal behavior in their natural habitat?
Oh, interesting.
Did you do a research project on animal communication?
Okay.
Like, those are the golden nuggets that they want to hear.
Yeah, so it's about tailoring your answer to show that you have the academic background that's perfect for this role.
Exactly.
Okay, what about certifications?
Yeah.
Are those important in this field?
Absolutely. Certifications demonstrate your commitment to professional development and specialized knowledge. Mentioning those shows that you're not just passionate, you're also staying updated.
Okay.
And speaking of staying updated, that actually leads us perfectly into question 2.
Ooh, nice transition.
Yeah.
All right, so question 2 is, have you ever worked with a variety of animals?
All right.
I'm guessing they're not just looking for a yes or no here.
Nope, definitely not. This is your chance to paint a picture of your experience. So instead of just rattling off a list of animals,
Yeah.
share specific examples. Did you volunteer at a shelter and help a dog with separation anxiety?
Oh, okay.
Did you intern at a zoo and observe primate social dynamics?
Gotcha.
Think show, don't tell.
Show, don't tell. I like that. And I bet RoleCatcher's AI can help you figure out which of those examples is going to resonate most with a specific job.
You got it.
Yeah.
Their AI analyzes the job description and suggests which skills to emphasize in your answers.
Wow.
Even provides feedback on your response wording.
Okay.
Talk about taking the guesswork out of interview prep.
That's awesome. Okay, let's move on to question number 3. Can you describe a time you successfully solved a challenging animal behavior problem? Now, this one feels like it could be make or break.
Yeah, it definitely can be. This is where you demonstrate your problem-solving skills in action.
Okay.
Remember the STAR method: situation, task, action, result.
Okay.
Lay out the situation, describe the task at hand, explain the actions you took, and then highlight that positive result.
So a concrete example is key here.
Yeah.
Don't just say, I helped a cat with scratching.
Yeah.
Walk them through it.
Yeah.
What were the triggers? What techniques did you use? How did you measure success?
Exactly. And don't shy away from mentioning any challenges you faced along the way.
Okay.
It shows that you can learn and adapt.
Right.
And speaking of challenges, the RoleCatcher Career Guide emphasizes the importance of ongoing learning in this field.
That makes sense. Animal behavior is constantly evolving with new research and new techniques coming out all the time.
For sure.
So how can someone demonstrate that commitment to learning in an interview setting?
Yeah.
Is that where question 4 comes in?
You're right on track. Question 4 is, how do you stay current on the latest research and advancements in animal behavior?
Okay, so how do you answer this one without sounding like you're just, regurgitating a list of textbooks?
Right. Think about what genuinely excites you in the field. Are there specific journals you read, conferences, you attend online courses you've taken?
Okay.
Share those.
Oh.
And don't just name drop. Show that genuine enthusiasm.
Right.
Mention a recent research paper that fascinated you or a speaker who inspired you. That's what will make your answer stand out.
Yeah, I love that. It's about conveying your passion for continuous learning.
Exactly.
Now, question 5 seems to shift gears a bit. It's, how do you communicate with pet owners about their animals' behavior issues?
Okay.
So this one, I think, dives into your interpersonal skills.
Yes, it does.
Animal behaviorists don't just work with animals.
Yeah.
They work with people, too. And sometimes those conversations can be tough,
Absolutely.
especially if the owner's frustrated or, they don't understand what's going on with their pet.
Right.
So what are some key things to remember when answering this question?
Empathy is crucial.
Okay.
Show that you understand that emotional bond between owners and their pets.
Mhm.
Highlight your active listening skills, your ability to explain complex concepts clearly, and your approach to building trust and rapport.
So it's about demonstrating that you can be both a skilled communicator, but also a compassionate advocate for the animal.
Exactly. And this ties back to what the RoleCatcher Career Guide mentions about the importance of building strong relationships with clients.
Hmm.
Whether you're working in private practice or a shelter or any other setting,
Right.
those relationships are at the heart of successful behavior modification.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay, ready for question 6?
Bring it on.
Okay, here we go. Can you discuss a time when you had to work collaboratively with a veterinary team to resolve an animal behavior issue? This one sounds like it's all about teamwork.
It is, and it's a reminder that animal behaviorists often work as part of a larger team,
Okay.
collaborating with vets trainers, other professionals.
So what kind of example would really impress them here?
Choose a case that showcases your communication skills,
Hmm.
your ability to contribute your expertise,
Okay.
and your respect for the roles of other team members.
Gotcha.
Maybe you worked with a vet to develop a behavior modification plan for a dog with anxiety,
Okay.
or collaborated with a trainer to address a cat's aggression issues.
And again, RoleCatcher's AI
Sure.
can analyze your response and suggest improvements based on the specific job you're targeting.
Yeah, it's like having a personalized interview coach in your pocket.
I love that. Okay, we've covered a lot of ground already.
Yeah.
6 questions down, 4 to go. Before we dive into the next one, I want to acknowledge something. This is a lot of information.
It is.
Interview prep can feel overwhelming,
Yeah.
especially when you're juggling multiple applications, and trying to tailor your answers for each specific role.
Yeah, that's where RoleCatcher's AI can really be a game changer.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
Their platform takes a lot of the stress out of interview prep by providing personalized guidance, feedback, and resources.
It's like having a secret weapon.
I like it.
Mm.
Okay, I'm feeling refreshed. I'm ready to tackle the next question.
Okay.
What do you say we jump into question 7
Let's do it.
and see what challenges await?
All right. Question 7. Can you discuss your experience with behavior modification techniques? This is where you really get to showcase your toolkit.
Toolkit. I like
Yeah.
that. So we're talking about things like positive reinforcement, desensitization, counter conditioning, all that good stuff.
Exactly. But remember, it's not enough to just name the techniques.
Right.
You need to demonstrate a deep understanding of how they work and when to apply them.
So instead of just saying, I use positive reinforcement,
Yeah.
you might say something like, when working with a dog exhibiting fear aggression, I implemented a positive reinforcement strategy using high-value treats and gradual exposure to triggers, which led to a decrease in, aggressive displays.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
You've clearly articulated the technique, the specific situation, and the positive outcome.
Okay.
And notice how you didn't just say positive reinforcement, you explain what that actually looked like in practice.
All right. Because anyone can throw around jargon.
Yes.
It's the application that really matters.
Okay.
And speaking of application, let's talk about question 8. How do you handle challenging clients or difficult animal behavior cases? Because let's be real.
Right.
Not every case is going to be a textbook success story.
Absolutely. This question is all about testing your resilience, your problem-solving skills, and your ability to maintain professionalism under pressure.
So what are some key things to remember when answering this question?
Honesty is key.
Okay.
Don't pretend you've never encountered a difficult case.
Right.
Instead, choose an example that highlights your ability to stay calm, assess the situation objectively,
Right.
and find solutions even when faced with obstacles.
So it's about showing that you can handle the emotional side of things,
Mhm.
but you're still staying focused on the animal's well-being.
Exactly. And remember, this question is also an opportunity to showcase your communication skills.
Okay.
How do you approach those tough conversations with clients? How do you set realistic expectations?
Right.
How do you navigate disagreements while maintaining a positive and collaborative relationship?
Those are all really great points, and I bet RoleCatcher's AI can help you fine-tune your answer
Yeah.
to make sure you're hitting all of those
For sure.
key points.
Their AI can analyze your response for clarity,
Okay.
identify areas where you could provide more specific examples, and even suggest language that will resonate with the hiring manager.
So it's like having a personalized interview coach right there in your pocket, ready to give you feedback and help you polish your answers.
Exactly. And that kind of personalized support can be invaluable, especially when you're trying to make a strong impression in a competitive job market.
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay, ready for question 9.
Have your
This one seems to focus on leadership. Can you discuss your experience with training and supervising staff or volunteers?
Okay, so this is where you get to demonstrate your ability to work effectively as part of a team,
Hmm.
even if you haven't held a formal management position.
So even if I haven't been the boss,
Right.
I can still showcase leadership qualities.
Yeah.
How would I do that?
Think about times when you've taken initiative, mentored others, delegated tasks, or provided guidance. Maybe you trained a new volunteer at a shelter,
Okay.
led a group project in school, or even helped a coworker learn a new skill.
So it's about showcasing those moments when you stepped up and took on a leadership role,
Exactly.
even in informal settings.
And it's a chance to highlight those all-important soft skills, communication, collaboration, problem solving, and the ability to motivate and inspire others.
And those skills are valuable in any workplace,
Yes,
but especially in a field like animal behavior, where teamwork is so crucial.
absolutely. Remember, animal behaviorists often work in collaborative settings,
Okay.
whether it's with veterinary teams, trainers, researchers, or volunteers.
Hmm.
Being able to lead and work effectively with others is essential.
Okay, we're on the home stretch now.
Right.
Question 10. Can you discuss your experience with public speaking and presenting on animal behavior topics? I'll admit public speaking is not my forte.
That's okay. Not everyone is a natural-born orator. But the ability to communicate effectively is crucial in this field.
Yeah.
Animal behaviorists are often called upon to educate the public advocate for animal welfare or share their expertise with a wider audience.
So even if I haven't presented at, a major conference,
Right.
I can still highlight those experiences where I've effectively conveyed my knowledge and passion for animal behavior.
Exactly. Have you ever given a presentation in class, led a workshop, written a blog post, volunteered to speak at a community event?
Okay.
All of those experiences count.
I never thought about it that way.
Yeah.
It's about showcasing your ability to communicate clearly,
Mm-hmm.
engage an audience,
Yeah.
and make complex topics accessible.
Precisely. And if public speaking is an area where you want to grow, RoleCatcher's AI platform can actually help you practice your delivery
Yeah.
and get feedback on your presentation style.
So it's not just about written responses.
Nope. RoleCatcher goes beyond text-based feedback.
Wow.
They offer tools that analyze your verbal delivery, identify areas for improvement.
And even provide suggestions on things like pacing tone and body language.
Wow, that's taking interview prep to a whole new level.
It really is.
It's like having a virtual public speaking coach right there in your pocket.
It is. And that kind of personalized support can make a huge difference, especially if you're feeling nervous or intimidated by the prospect of presenting.
Absolutely. Okay, we've tackled all 10 questions from the RoleCatcher interview guide.
We did it.
But I know there's more to interviewing than just knowing the answers, right?
You're absolutely right. There's a whole other category of questions that often come up in interviews, competency-based questions.
Competency-based questions. What are those exactly?
They're questions that dig deeper into your skills and abilities,
Okay.
using your past experiences as evidence.
Okay.
So instead of asking if you're a good communicator, they might ask you to describe a time when you had to explain a complex concept to someone who knew very little about the subject.
Ah, so it's about showing, not telling.
Exactly.
It's one thing to say you're a problem solver.
Yeah. But it's much more powerful to share a story about how you successfully tackled a challenge.
Exactly. And these types of questions can be tricky because they require you to think on your feet and recall specific examples from your past.
Right.
But don't worry, RoleCatcher's got you covered here too.
Of course they do.
Yeah.
What kind of support do they offer for competency-based questions?
Their platform has a vast library of competency-based questions
Yeah.
categorized by skill.
Yeah.
So you can practice answering questions related to communication, teamwork, problem-solving, leadership, and more.
Okay.
And of course, their AI provides personalized feedback on your responses,
Mm-hmm.
helping you identify areas for improvement and refine your answers.
So you can essentially create a customized practice session
Yeah,
tailored to the specific skills that are most important for the roles you're targeting.
exactly. And that kind of targeted practice can make a huge difference in your confidence and your ability to perform well in an interview setting.
For sure. All right, we've covered a lot of ground on interview questions.
Yes, we have.
But before we wrap up, I wanted to circle back to something we touched on earlier, the career path itself.
The RoleCatcher Career Guide actually breaks down the different stages of a career in animal behavior,
Okay.
from entry-level roles to senior positions.
So it's not just about landing that first job, it's about envisioning that long-term career path.
Right.
What stood out to you in the guide?
One thing that really resonated was the emphasis on continuous learning.
Okay.
This field is constantly evolving,
Right.
so staying updated on the latest research and techniques is crucial for career growth.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
You might start as an assistant behaviorist,
Right.
kind of soaking up all that knowledge from more experienced colleagues,
Yeah.
and then gradually take on more responsibility
Yeah,
eventually. Maybe leading research projects or even managing a team.
Exactly. And along the way, you might choose to specialize in a specific area like canine behavior, feline behavior, or exotic animal behavior.
Oh, cool.
Or you could focus on a particular type of behavior problem like aggression anxiety or compulsive disorders.
So there's a lot of room for growth and specialization within the field.
Absolutely.
It's not a one-size-fits-all career path.
Yep.
And the guide also highlights the importance of networking and building relationships within the field.
Yes.
Attending conferences, joining professional organizations,
Hmm.
connecting with other animal behaviorists can open doors to new opportunities and collaborations.
For sure.
That's a great point. It's not just about what you know, it's also about who you know.
Uh,
And speaking of who you know, let's not forget about the power of RoleCatcher's AI to connect you with potential employers.
right. Their platform goes beyond just interview prep.
Yeah.
It can actually analyze your profile and suggest job openings that align with your skills and experience. It's like having a personal career matchmaker.
Wow, that's awesome. So RoleCatcher can help you find the right job, prepare for the interview, and even refine your answers to make sure you stand out from the competition.
Yes.
It's like having a whole career support team in your pocket.
It really is. And it's all designed to empower you to pursue your passion for animal behavior and land your dream job.
So as we're wrapping up this deep dive into the world of animal behaviorists,
Hmm.
what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
I think the biggest takeaway is this: a career in animal behavior is a journey of continuous learning, growth, and connection. It's a field where you can make a real difference in the lives of animals and the people who love them.
And remember, you don't have to navigate this journey alone.
Right.
With resources like RoleCatcher's AI-powered platform,
Hmm.
you can get personalized guidance and support every step of the way.
Exactly. So embrace the challenge, follow your passion, and remember the future of animal behavior is bright and you have the power to shape it.
That's inspiring. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive. We hope you feel informed, prepared, and excited to embark on your own animal behaviorist journey.